Alright guys, just doing a little deck profile for the deck that I've been playing ever since the off season started after Nationals this year. I'm taking this time now to play decks that I didn't have the, I guess you could say, the leisurely time to play. Like I would always be playing, stuff that I thought was like competitive, or just trying to prepare for Nationals, like Mermails and Spellbooks and testing out Dragon Rulers. But I had a couple fun things here and there, like that stupid anti-meta deck. That thing was awesome with the triple Kaiku and all the Prideful Roars and stuff. But a deck that had been on my mind for a while is Constellations, and I borrowed some of my friends' stuff for this. Thank you, Steven. And I just tried it out, and actually I'm really surprised that it didn't do better than just like one or two of them in the top 64 at Nats, because it's a really solid deck. It's essentially just like Evil Swarms. Like they have, I think it's better than Evil Swarms, honestly. Like the core is pretty much the same. Like Pollux is your caster. I don't think Evil Swarms have an Algaty, but they do, instead of Algaty, they do have the access to Rescue Rabbit with Heliotrope, so that's the only thing that makes it better. And then they have Sombre, which is essentially Kirkion. And then instead of having like Thunderbird, they have Koss, which opens you up to rank 5 plays really easily. He's like a wind-up shark for Constellars, but you can use him up to twice per turn. So you go Pollux or Algaty into Koss, and you can bump them up or down. So you can make 3s, but I never made 3s. I always go for 4s and 5s, and the extra deck space is already hard as shit to fit stuff. So usually you'll find yourself going into Pleiades or Tyrus or Adrius. So that's the main 4. It's 3 Algaty, 3 Pollux, 3 Koss, and 3 Sombre. In addition to those, I played 2 Thunder Kings. Just because, one, he's a light, which kind of goes with the flow of the deck, and he's a really good opening turn play. Against Spellbooks, if they don't have like Kaiku and Power or some way to get over him or set up a Fate without, using secrets or anything, you'll pretty much win. I played 1 Bear just because Koss is a Beast Warrior, so you do play 2 Tankies. I only played 2 Tankies. I think that's the right number. And then, so I was like, okay, I can splash 1 Bear. I'm not going to make it like where people would be like, oh, is that Fire Fist with Constellars? Like, no, it's Constellars with a Bear just because Tanky support. I also main decked 1 Cyber Dragon, just because he is a 5, and Pleiades only needs lights to go into him. So you can summon Koss and bump Koss once after you summon Cyber Dragon, then overlay them into a Pleiades or any rank 5 you want. So I think that's really cool too. Plus, if they go first turn Dragosack, I can go Cyber Dragon if I have it and make a Chimeritic Fortress Dragon. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then the last monster is 1 Honest. Nearly everything in here minus the Bear and some of the Exceed you're going to make is light. So you have to play Honest. Shout out to Pro Winston, Jarrell. Good seeing you at Nationals, bro. On the spells, like I said, I play 2 Tinkies, such as the Bear, the Koss, and most of the time you'll open with a Pollux or an Algaty because you play 3 and 3. So there's 6 of those effects. So if you open up with a Koss or a Tinky, you're fine. And then he can search for Bear for spot removal. 2 Forbidden Lance. I play Lance over Dress just because I like Lance better, honestly. It stops more and it reduces the attack. The 200 honestly matters a lot, and people don't think so. And I don't know why. 2 Pot of Dualities. You're not always going to have a first turn special summon in play, like if you open up with like the Thunder King. And Duality, it's 40 cards, so essentially it's 38 cards, quote unquote. But I really I've always liked Duality in this type of deck, especially not like being Evil Swarms and playing Rescue Rabbit. Then I feel even more comfortable playing Duality. Then the staples, Book of Moon, Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn, and then just like in Evil Swarms, to play your 4th caster, you play Rhoda for Pollux, because that's your 4th Pollux. So it's pretty cool. I like how they're the same and they're different at the same time, Constellars and Evil Swarms. The traps, play 3 Fiendish Chains, 2 Bottomless Trap Hole, 2 Compulse, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Judgment, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Starlight Road. I think that's like the best trap lineup that you could get. People were weird. They were like, why are you playing 3 Fiendish Chains? And just like, Fiendish Chain is really good right now. And nobody's meaning MSTs.
I don't think he's your man, but okay.
That is Josh on the phone with somebody, and they're talking about if that is his man or not. Onto the side deck, I played sided 2 D-Fissures, just for like the off chance you're gonna play against water or anything like that. Also, it stops like random hand traps, like if they do have Veiler. Veiler doesn't really stop anything in this deck except Algaty. You have to side Space just because people still play back row decks, like Dragons and Spellbook. This is really good against Spellbooks, making Tower and Starhawk mistiming and all that junk. And it's MST. Like, if you're not maining them, you have to side at least 2, I think, no matter what the format is. 2 Vanity's Emptiness. After you stick a Pleiades or any big XC that you know will sit there for a minute, especially against dragons, like if you have Vanity's Emptiness at the right time against dragons, it can just shut them down. This is also one of the decks that can side the new popularized DNA Surgery. You'll see in the extra deck another cool thing that I can do with DNA Surgery in this deck, but it's mainly for spellbooks or anything that's type specific. I really started to like DNA Surgery. You guys have no idea how hard it was to find this goddamn common. It's like an $8 common right now for no reason. Then 3 Eradicators, because fuck spellbooks and anything that plays a gratuitous amount of purple or green cards. And it's I'll go through the extra deck and I'll explain both of these, like how these interact with the extra deck. And then 3 Soul Drains if you play against Water or Dark Worlds or Heretics or Dragons. Like, siding these 7 cards against Dragons can do so much, and it's just awesome. So, on to the extra deck, which was super hard to make, by the way, because I wanted to fit about 23 cards in this. But I had to play the Chimera Tech because the main deck Cyber Dragon. I wouldn't have been comfortable main decking the Cyber Dragon if I didn't have this in the extra deck, just because I know there was that one-off time where I would just be like, fuck, I need Chimera Tech Fortress. So I had to play him. And then Stardust for the Starlight Road. Gaga Cowboy, Maestroke, these are just generic 4s. Starliege because everything is light and he's just awesome. I wish I would have topped this year so I could have gotten Starliege Mac because that thing was beautiful. But it didn't happen, so I just have the card. But it's fine. Shockmaster because you can put 3 level 4s on the field so easily with this deck. And if you're playing against dragons or spellbooks, you can just shut them out most of the time with Shockmaster. Or if you're playing against some stupid trolly shit. The part where the DNA surgeries come in is against spellbooks or anything really that you would put DNA surgery against. You can call anything. So if you call Dinosaur and it won't, do anything with them, you play I play Logia and Dolka. So that way I'll call Dinosaur and I can go Pollux or something else into Logia or Dolka, and it won't limit me at all because the rest of them only require them to be 2 level 4 lights or 2 level 4 Constellars, so it's not going to affect them if they're dinosaurs, which I love. So that's the cool thing about DNA Surgery and those guys. For the Eradicators, have the Crazy Box as well as the rank 5 Adrius. So these 2 can hit the field nearly any time. So if I have an Eradicator in hand that I can, make the attempt and blow them out with the Eradicator, I have both of these cards accessible at all times just because of how much this deck can put on the field in one turn. It's pretty good. The last 2 rank 4s are Constellar Omega and Constellar Praseep. I had a guy misplay this. I played Spellbooks at Nationals, and I played against the Constellar. I 2-0'd him, even though he had double DNA Surgery and Logia on the field game 2, because I dropped Priestess, and I was just like, bow, get you. But he had Omega. After I set up everything first turn, he drops Omega, and he passes. In my end phase, I flip Spellbook of Fate, and I'm like, remove 3 to activate the Banish effect. And he says no response. So I banished his Omega. So if y'all ever had that situation, remember to chain Omega's effect to the banishing effect of Spellbook of Fate, so then it won't be affected. And Praseep's just for when you swing over something big. Whenever a Constellar monster battles, you can detach a material from him. It gains 1,000 attack until the end phase? Yeah, until the end phase. He's pretty cool. And then all these are dual terminals, so pretty. So yeah, Steven's awesome. And then the last, oh wait, there's one more card. And then Constellar Pleiades, he's just like a compulsory for anything. Rank 5, need 2 light. Yeah, 2 level 5 light monsters. So you can make him with Cyber Dragon and a cost. Or like if you Monster Reborn their Cyber Dragon, if they're playing Cyber Dragon by any chance. And this dude's just awesome because he can bounce himself if he's going to get like Dark Hold or something. You can also bounce your Tanky. But what I see myself doing a lot is I'll go Pleiades, and then they do whatever on their turn. I bounce one of their cards. If they don't play anything that'll hurt me, I'll just bounce one in the end phase. Then my turn, I'll draw, bounce whatever else they have. So I'll have 2 in the graveyard, and I'll set up a Sombre play. I'll go Sombre for the Cows, and then cost, bump them up again, swing with everybody, and then make another Pleiades. So I'll just be sitting on 2 Pleiades the whole time. And then the last rank 5 is Tyrus. You have to play Tyrus if you're playing stuff with rank 5s, because Tyrus is just the fucking nuts. I love it. But yeah, it's a little bit of a long deck profile. It's about to be 10 minutes, but I hope y'all like the deck. Let me know what you would do differently or not. This is just something, like I said, for fun during the off season. So don't forget to go subscribe to my old channel. I don't know which channel this is gonna go up to, but subscribe to Holy Cheetos with an S as well as Holy Cheetos with a Z. And hit me up in my inbox and let me know like what kind of videos you guys want to see, because I actually want to start consistently doing videos again and I need ideas. So until next time, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching.